Hey guys, I brought you today to a precious metals refinery because I want to show you the process that metal goes through as it's being refined. Come take a look with me. Now, the process of refining fine metal starts when gold, silver, platinum, and palladium are delivered to the refinery in several impure forms, some still connected to false teeth and other creepy stuff like that. The lots of precious metals are weighed and tabulated, then the lots are combined with flux, which looks a lot like you're actually making matters worse by pouring a bunch of dirty sand in with the metal, but it's actually a very important ingredient. This flux and the impure metal is placed in a vessel called a crucible. This is made from material that can take the heat better than the material inside it. So the crucible is then put into a melting furnace that transforms the metal and flux into a molten material, usually within 30 to 45 minutes. The crucible is then removed and the molten material is poured into a mold, sometimes shaped like a brick or other times like an inverted cone. Especially when they use a lot of flux in the cone-shaped mold, the flux fuses with the undesired matter to form a slag that is lighter than the precious metals. The slag naturally floats to the top of the mold, leaving a pure button of metal below. You can then easily separate the metal button from the slag. Once the whole lot has been melted and sampled, it's then remelted and recooled into grains about the size of BBs in order to speed up the extraction process. The grains are then placed into a mantle where an acid solution is used to dissolve the metals into a liquid form. Once the metals are fully dissolved, chemists use other substances to induce reactions that extract the exact metal they are looking for. The results are that you end up with an absolutely pure piece of gold, silver, platinum, or palladium. Now, this process, although it may seem a little foreign to your typical day, is actually something that you need to understand inside and out. And here's why. The Bible, when it talks about God testing us, it doesn't use the definition for testing that we automatically think of. When we hear about tests, we think of exams and quizzes to see how much we've studied and how well we can answer those questions at a moment's notice. But man, have I got some great news for you today. When the Bible says that God tests us, it consistently uses the metallurgic term for refining precious metal. God does not test you to see how much you know or to find out where your breaking points are. He knows you inside and out. He knows the beginning, middle, and end. He already knows more about you than you do. So that's obviously why the Bible doesn't say that God is up there testing us like a difficult-to-please teacher at finals week. He's doing something completely different. He's trying to make you more precious. He's trying to make you more valuable, not in His eyes, but in the eyes of everyone else around you. He already values you so much that He paid the ultimate price to buy you back from the enemy. He's not testing to see how serious you are. He wants to purify you, to remove all of the things within you that are holding you back from the revolutionary that He created you to be. That's why you might be going through an experience right now that you feel like the heat has been really turned up in your life. Watching the refining process probably reminded you of this past year with all of these extreme conditions of heat, cold, and acid. Just know that you are safe as long as you are in God's crucible. He can use even these fiery trials to help you become more like Him, and to begin to see that with each stage of the process, that He is strengthening you and healing you and purifying you in a way that will help you lean confidently into the indestructible arms of your loving God. So let Him refine you a little bit more today. And don't get scared when He turns up the heat. He's just making you more precious.